Part of the plan for the COVID-19 mRNA vaccines appears to have been to get the public to accept genetic vector injections. In fact, the president of Bayer's Pharmaceuticals Division, Stefan Olerich, admitted as much at the World Health Summit in November 2021.
Ultimately, the mRNA vaccines are an example for that cell and gene therapy. I always like to say, if we had surveyed 2 years ago in the public, would you be willing to take gene or cell therapy and inject it into your body, we would have probably had a 95% refusal rate. I think this pandemic has also opened many people's eyes to innovation in the way that was maybe not possible before.
The same month, Albert Bourla indicated that Pfizer was working on gene editing technology.
And there is a third application, which is for people that they are born with a mistake in their DNA code. And there are a lot of rare diseases that they are happening to people because somewhere in one gene there is one small mistake in their DNA. And those people are, they have to live with that until the end of their lives. And many times their life doesn't last very long because of this mistake in their genes. There are a lot of technologies that are trying to use gene editing, so that they are trying to use same technology to be able to repair the mistake of your DNA, so that you can cure basically those people.
Like most biotechnology, this is likely to be pie in the sky. Attempting to gene edit complex multicellular organisms such as humans is nothing like modifying the genome of single cellular organisms such as bacteria, which has been done for decades. The late Tom Bethel, who called out the fallacious HIV/AIDS hypothesis, also pointed out the fantasy of, quote, gene therapy back in 2005.
Gene therapy has been promised now for 30 years. It was in 1975 they first started to talk about manipulation, gene splicing, and so on. And in a geneticist called French Anderson, who was very much involved in all of this, talked about this as the fourth great revolution in science, first being in medical science, the first being sanitation and public health, the second being surgery with anesthesia, and the third vaccination with and the use of antibiotics. And now gene therapy. Well, they haven't been able to get anything. It has not been able to, they've not been able to make it work. And my prediction is that they probably are not going to be able to, certainly not for these very common diseases that it might be where it's, which gained all the publicity, things like Parkinson's disease and so on.